Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai. Double honors to make it like for his truth, that then Yahweh Shai should rise first. And double honors to the elders that told me the truth. Rebuilding the tabernacle of David that is fallen, like our Lord commanded us to. If you love me, feed my sheep. Feed the sheep of the slaughtered. The Israelites, which only the elect are going to wake up to this truth. The 2/3 are going to stay asleep, remain asleep. But we're living in the last days where the Lord is about to come back. The Messiah is about to show himself and redeem the elect. In the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which this whole thing is supernatural. The fact that Israelites are waking up to this truth in this dark, evil world that's set up against us, the system. The system means pit, the pits of hell. That's what this place is, man. But here it is with this whole Jersey City shooting. And now they're saying that the shooter is saying that the Most High made him do it. This is what the shooter's saying. But according to scriptures, right? If you say you're a prophet, you say you believe in the Lord, or you're a follower of the Lord, then guess what? You're going off, man. But we know that this is some agent provocateur shit that they set up. We know this is some agent provocateur shit that they set up, man. Esau set this shit up, And like the scriptures say, wait upon me and I will raise you up to the prey. The scriptures say, wait upon me. Because he's going to raise us up to the prey. He's going to raise up his elect in his name. Those that carry his name, those that have his name, those that have faith in his name. Shalom, family. Shalom to all the brothers and sisters out there. To the men of Val and the women of Val that are out there, man. The elect, the 1/3, men, women, and children, as part of the elect. And y'all see what's happening. Basically, they said in that the shooter, the Jersey City shooter, said that the Most High made him do it. That's basically what he said. The Most High made him do it, man. Been seeing a lot of attacks on the Hebrew Israelites on YouTube. Chief, yeah, that's supposed to happen, man. Hey, the persecution, that's supposed to happen. You're supposed to rejoice in that. You're not supposed to be messed up by that. You're supposed to rejoice in that because that's supposed to happen. That shows that we're doing the right thing. Because who controls his world? Esau. This is his world. So we're coming in the name of the Lord, in the name of the Lord, the truth of who we are, the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, teaching the law, statute, commandments, teaching against these wicked holidays that's coming up, teaching against Christmas, which you got that movie Black Christmas out, which is real demonic and it's heavy because I saw the news earlier that some student got sacrificed in a campus in New York, and we were just bringing out how the Black Christmas, that movie that just came out today on Friday the 13th, how in the movie was basically sacrificing in these college campuses, and that's where these Masons get the recruits, man. That's where these Masons get their recruits. And it was heavy because in the picture of the girl that got put to death, she got put to death in the college campus. In the back of one of the pictures, it says psychic. Right behind where she's standing at. She's standing in front of a place called Psychic. And it was 3 weeks ago. Some student got locked up for hazing. The hazing a ritual that these fraternities do. And that movie's out, put it right in front of your face. They put it right in front of your face, man. But if you don't have a spiritual eye, you can't see it. You can't see what's going on. They're calling it Black Christmas. They're telling you that Christmas is black. These pagan holidays is black. is wicked. It's not of the Most High. A lot of you want to justify it with your own vain thoughts and your own vain minds. You don't want to celebrate the Hanukkah, 8 days of festivities and exchanging gifts, in the true history and what the Lord gave us. You want to go into this Christmas, Krampus. And if you go to the origins of Christmas over there in Europe, they have the actual Krampus demon, the deity. It is a straight demon. It's a straight devil, man. He walking around like a straight ghoul goblin, man. If you go in Europe, they follow the original origins of Christmas, Krampus, man. Which is basically children abductions. You see a demon running around in the streets of Europe, just like a straight demon. They're talking about calling in the National Guard and starting martial law in Virginia over the gun laws. Look, man, things is popping off, man. If you can't see what the hell's going on, you know. But you know what? The water, Esau, you just push his word out even more. It's all the Most High anyway. The more you persecute this truth, the more that this word goes out. And a lot of the elect are being sealed because of this. The black Hebrew Israelites is on mainstream. It's the #1 trending on the internet. So the elect are being sealed as we speak. You know? Yeah, the elect are being sealed. Yep. And that's a lot of where these Edomites live at, these Rothschilds. That's where they live at. That's what a lot of them, where they live at, man. They live in Europe. You know? They say that's where Satan sits at. You know, that's where Satan sits, in Europe. You know? And y'all see what time it is, though, man. You know? Ephesians 6 and 10. We're bound with spiritual wickedness in high places. The rulers of the darkness of this world, Esau. And he's doing some heavy, heavy magic. And like I said, in that movie, Black Christmas, it's showing you in the campus how they do their rituals, man. It was bringing out the Eyes Wide Shut, the old movie with Tom Cruise that came out years ago. And it was telling you the rituals that they do within the order, man, which requires a blood sacrifice. You know? They showed you back then, Eyes Wide Shut. They showing you in all these movies that's coming out, Dr. Sleep. They straight up show you right in your face sacrificing children, man, in the movie. You know? You know? More prophecies being completed means we get out of here soon, Khan. That's right, man. Get out of here and get paradise, man. Get some peace. Get the kingdom. Our kingdom. And Esau is about to lose his power. Y'all see what he's doing? Look at his whole psyop, his military psyop, the media, the newspaper, all of that. It's all controlled, man. It's all controlled to come against the truth. There's only one truth. And these elites know the truth. And they know they're from the house of Esau. They know they're Edom. And they know that we're Jacob. And they see us rising up in the name of the Lord. And the name of the Lord is dreadful amongst the heathen. Why? Because they know of the history of what our Lord did to them in the ancient times. And how the Most High destroyed them. Most High going to strip you from your power. We got stripped from our power, went down. We the Lord's people. What makes you think you're not going to go down? Jeremiah 49 and 12. You know? And some of you just watch this for entertainment. But that's on you, though. If you watch this for entertainment, that's on you. You got to be really stupid to just think this is some entertainment, man. You know? You got to be a real dumbass idiot to actually see what's going on and be like, oh, watching this is entertainment. You have some serious problems. You have some big issues to think this is some entertainment. Woe unto you. You know, woe unto you. You better repent, man. You lukewarm and coldites. You're about to get weeded out. I'd rather you be hot or cold than lukewarm. The Lord hates a phony, man. Yup, 2 Thessalonians 2:9. Even him whose coming is after the works of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders come. And these devils deal with heavy high left-hand magic, man. That's why you had that shooting on the 10th. Then you had the next day, 11th. Then you had the December 12th, at 12:12 a.m. the number 12. Here it is. You had it at 12:12 at 12 a.m. We had the last 12:12 a.m. at 12:12. The number 12. You had that cold moon, that full moon. They call it the cold moon, the last full moon of the decade. Then the next day is Friday the 13th. You know? Esau knows what he's doing, man. And like I said, Esau dealing with some heavy left-hand magic, man. But there's no enchantment against Jacob. The Lord is protecting his elect. Psalms 37:12. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The Lord's laughing at him. And he's going to laugh at the 2/3. Proverbs 1:22. He's going to laugh at the wicked, Esau, and then he's going to laugh at our people that are wicked, because Esau's the wicked, but our people following the ways of this world and what they've been taught, going back to slavery, and they don't want to come out of it. They don't want to come to the truth. So the Most High is going to give him the wake-up call. He's going to let Esau roll on them. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Come. This is holy conversation. These are the conversations that Esau hates. And guess what? The truth, it terrorizes evil. The truth is horrors to evil. You know? It's Friday the 13th. You know? And they put it right in front of your face. The movie Black Friday showed you straight up what they do. The rituals that they're into. The sacrifice. They sacrificing children in the movie Dr. Sleep. They're showing you in your face. They're desensitizing. Then they had the other one with movie It. Stephen King's It. They were sacrificing children, man. They're showing you in front of your face. And they normalizing the shit. In my opinion, I don't believe that's a real person. I believe it's computer-generated Photoshop of rapper Akon and Meek Mill hairstyle. And 1 Corinthians 15:22. Oh, death is where's thy sting? Oh, grave, where's thy victory? Gone. Hey, bro. A couple of verses before that tells you what, in the twinkling of an eye, we shall be changed and be turned into gods. And the law, statute, commandments is going to be in our inward hearts. In our inward hearts, in our minds, man. Smelling real fishy tonight. Bless. Yup. Keep your eyes on the news. You know. The spiritual battle's real. Like I said before, man, I was in a building. And downstairs from the building, the boiler was on fire. I didn't even know it. And this guy that was working, he was working on a drain. He actually heard it in the room. And when he opened it, the damn boiler was on fire. So if he was never there, who knows what would have happened? You know, ultimately the Lord's protecting us any damn way, but it goes to show you. You know, these devils are putting high-level curses on us, but we cursing them in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We putting curses on them. They putting curses on us. We putting curses on them. You know, this truth is a curse onto them. The truth hurts them. The truth hurts. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee. So that since you reject knowledge, the Lord is going to reject you, man. That's why you have to take this truth serious. You can't play with this thing, man. A lot of you are taking this as entertainment, man. The Most High is going to fucking deal with you, like I said earlier, man. Being cold. You being cold as hell, man. What are you doing for the works? What are you doing, especially looking at what's going on? You got guys that are getting shaky because of what's going on. You shouldn't be getting shaky. You should be getting hyped. Because this is what we've been prophesying about. And now it's coming. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Hey, that's spiritual too, because that fire in the boiler represented spiritual power. That's how I seen it too. You know, there's many different angles of looking at it. But the fire's about to get turned up. 2020, perfect vision. Seers, the prophets, the Holy Spirit. That's endowed upon the prophets to do miracles and wonders in the name of the Lord. Hebrews 4:12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. And that's our sword. The word is our sword. The word is our weapon. Not no actual gun AK-47. That's Esau's blessing. He's a carnal beast. We're spiritual men with spiritual power in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints of marrow and discerner of thoughts and intents of the heart. And his word is powerful. It's so powerful. Look what they're doing. There's all out of soul on this. And it's funny, the New York Times and all these newspapers and media, they're not calling us to interview us. Because Esau knows, these elites know, man, they're gonna go in on us. Let's get these other guys in the forefront. Let's get these agents that we got, that we're paying off, to still run this rat race, this cat and mouse game, chasing the tail. You know? Chasing the tail, man. I'm going in circles. You know? Going in circles, man. They ain't gonna put us in the media. They damn sure ain't gonna put me in the media. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call you Edomites out. I'm gonna call you elites out. Oh, it's a theory. No, it's a conspiracy. There's a movie out right now called Dark Waters, which is based on a true story. How the DuPonts was poisoning people, poisoning animals. People being born deformed. People getting cancer, tumors, all types of shit, man. Making billions of dollars, man. And they only know it was poisoning the people. They were hiding it. And the government was protecting the DuPonts. Why? Because these elites control the government. They're over the government. Anyone watch the TV show Watchmen? The TV show, it has a lot of what they had planned for us. Yeah. You know, it's already moving, man. It's already started. So once you don't see these videos up, man, once the famine, the word comes, then you know judgment's coming, judgment not. You know? Anti-Semitism, whatever. You know? Now you can't even call the devil the devil. You can't even call the devil the devil. The devil's doing devilish things, but you can't. How is it that you call the devil, and then you get called the devil for calling the devil? Ain't that a motherfucker? You're the devil. You're doing devilish things, evil things. We call you the devil, which you are. Your actions show forth it. Your works show it. But then you turn around and call us the devil for calling you the devil. But you're the one being the devil. So much going on in Babylon, all that chaos, yeah. And people are totally gone. You know? People are just lost. This is total darkness, man. Hey, it's deleting your comments. See, every time they come against this truth, it just further proves that this is the truth. It further proves this is the truth, man. That was stupid and dumb as hell. You know? 144,000 Dr. Manhattans. Yeah, spiritual power. That's what they want to stick with, getting guns. And that's Esau's. You stay in that carnal mind state, Esau going to destroy you. But you stay in the spiritual mind state, in the state of spiritual, you keep in the spirit, he can't mess with you because the truth is the truth, and he's all about lies. And he's going to get destroyed. So he wants to play that carnal game. You play the carnal game, pick a gun. You're not going to go down with AK-47s and guns and weapons. That's your blessing. You can't use that against him. You're going to lose. The way he's going to go down is with the words of the Lord. That's how he's going down. First is the truth, and then he's actually physically going to go down. By way of spiritual power, man. Wonders and acts, marvelous works in the name of the Lord. The men of the Lord being transformed, transfigurated into higher beings, man. Unlocking these chains of darkness. You know, the immortals in the twinkling of an eye. Ezekiel 35:6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I'll prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Come. Since you didn't hate blood, blood can't pursue you. I mean, it just makes sense. You went around being a bully, and now you're going to get bullied. Righteously, though. Because when the righteous rule, when Yahweh Shah, the King of Kings, when he comes back, ain't going to be no chemtrail. Ain't going to be no fluoride. Ain't going to be none of that. My phone turned off while I was looking at a post about Yahweh Shah on Facebook. Yeah, it's all spiritual, man. You know, because this world is against the Lord. This world is against righteousness, man. Are we coming in the name of the Lord? In the law, statute, commandments, telling our people to repent and follow the law, statute, commandments. And this world is of Satan, and it's an actual spiritual battle, especially around these holiday seasons, man. You know, you got your family members, you got your children, they all into this holiday. And you try to tell them, listen, these holidays, they're pagan. They're not of the Most High. We have holy days. We have the Hanukkah, and try to tell them the true history according to the Bible. They don't want to listen. They get angry at you. They might not want to have nothing to do with you, but it is what it is. Either you're going to stand up for the Lord or you're not. Like it says in Jeremiah 10. Jeremiah 10 X's out Christmas, man. Then you got the beginning of the new year, Janus. January 1st. That's a lie. But you know what it is, yo? Living a lie Living a lie is easy because the majority of people do it. You know, that's why the scriptures talk about that. Going with the multitudes of the people, because it's easy to follow a lie because everybody follows it. But to actually follow truth, that's why there's a small remnant, only a few good men. It's only a few. Because the majority of people are going to follow lies because it's easy to follow a lie because everybody else is following the majority of people. But when you stand up for truth, it's a lonely road, soldier, solitary. That's why the scriptures say, enter ye at the straight gate. Enter ye at the straight gate, Strait, which means hard. And soldier means solitary and lonely, basically. Hey, you're going to be lonely in this thing, man. If you're not comfortable being by yourself, this ain't for you, man. You know? This ain't for you, man. This ain't for you. If you in the spirit, for real. You know, if you half-assing it, then they don't apply to you. You know, but it is what it is. You can't have both. You want to have the wisdom, knowledge, understanding? You want to be part of the elect? Well, you got to go through that fire. And if you don't want to go through that fire, that's okay. You're going to go through that other fire. When Esau takes out his sword and blazes with that fire, uses his blessing. 1 Corinthians 15:52. In the moment of the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Gun. There was a Judite male born on 12/12/12/12. Now I didn't know. It was heavy. For this incorruptible must put on incorruption, and his mortal must put on immortality. Hey, that's spiritual. That Judite baby being born represent 144,000. You know, represent the Israelites coming back to that heavenly state, that power. 12,000 out of each tribe. Who will be able to stand and lose your faith? Gun. Ezekiel 28:3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they hide from thee. Gun. Man, the gross darkness is at an all-time high, man. People are gone. My job asked me to participate in the Santa, and I simply said I'm good. I'm going to hardcore slavery. Hey, Chief, you got to see there's news articles that warning people that a new Star Wars movie might affect certain people. Yeah, we did a video on that epilepsy. You know, which is done on purpose, catching seizures. I think it's a coincidence that Juice WRLD died of a seizure and they had this TikTok challenge. You know, basically mocking those that got a seizure. They're desensitizing this shit, man, which is really casting spells. They know what they're doing, man. Yeah, it's a conspiracy. It's evil. And they conspire against you Israelites, man. A lot of you are too stupid to see it. You just flow with the darkness, man. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his name, Khan. You know? So keep your eyes open, man. Keep your spiritual eyes open. Constantly praying to the Lord, man, you know, because we're living at that time. You had this Jersey City shooter say that the Most High made him do it. But when you go into the scriptures, the Lord said, wait upon me, I will raise you up to the prey. Lord didn't say go pick up a gun, go pick up a weapon, and go according to your own hand. It's going to be with spiritual power that the Lord's going to endow into his men. The same power that Yahweh Shai had, the King of Kings. The Lord said, whatever you see me do, you're going to do greater. That's the gospel. When you read the gospel, the good news, that was nothing but superhero acts, man. When you read the book of Acts, the day of Pentecost, when they were speaking in different tongues, a fire fell upon the men, and they were cloven tongues, and they were speaking in different tongues, meaning different languages, casting out demons, healing cancer, AIDS, resurrecting the dead, and breaking you demons. That's the balance, breaking you demons. Isaiah 59:19, when the enemy shall come in the flood, the Lord will lift up a standard. You know, Ford's shooting was a false flag. Even my mother said it. She's like, that story don't make no damn sense. They keep switching it up. So you have people that are out here that don't even agree with what we're saying. But they're like, wait a second, this don't sound right. Those guys are not talking about picking up guns. That don't even make no sense. Why would they be out there for years? If that was the case, they wouldn't be none of them teaching. They would have been locked up under the jail. You got people like, man, that don't make no sense, but that's the Spirit of the Lord doing that, revealing you. So the more you come against the prophets, the more you're going to be exposed. So keep coming against us. Just know that you dumb, stupid assholes, because it's part of the movie. You're the bad guy, and you're being guided by the Spirit anyway. Ultimately, it's the Most High, the Almighty Yahweh, through His Son Yahweh Shai. Down to Satan, man. And Yahweh Shai already defeated Satan 2,000 plus years ago. So you're done, you're finished, man. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. Come. And Watchmen TV showed there's an episode where they put hidden messages in movie. theater makes people go crazy. Of course, there was one with Yu-Gi-Oh, one of those characters that was real colorful, and it was causing people to catch seizures out there in Japan and anime, and they banned that character. They study all that, man. Numerologies, sounds, frequencies, all of that, man. Why do you think these celebrities are pushing all this witchcraft out? They nothing but prophets of all. And they had these witches and warlocks pray over that satanic music, and they bring it out. And now they're not even hiding anymore. They're just coming out with it. Yeah, Blueface have a cryptic message which said, be nice to Satan. You know? Then you had the one with Nirvana, Kurt Cobain. He blew his brains out with a shotgun. And his songs backwards were saying satanic messages. But now it's so demonic. Now they're not even playing it backwards. They just straight saying it forward. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecies of this book. The prophecies of this book. We in the time of prophecies. Zephaniah 3:19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. And I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have put to shame. So the fame is coming, man. The Yahweh Shai had the multitudes following. Why? Because he had that spiritual power. He had that spiritual power. King David had spiritual power. You know? That's the same power the Lord's endowing it on his elect, that he's given his elect. You understand? You won't know there's a living power, and the living power deals with his servants. Have his servants do his work here on earth, man. That's how the name of the Lord going to be magnified. He's going to magnify his name very soon. The Lord is very dramatic, very theatrical. This is a movie. That's how you got to see this thing. And once you see it like that, everything just makes sense perfectly. You can see it perfectly when you see it like that. The Most High. That's why his title is the Most High. He's the director. You know. But we at the end of this thing, stay strong, giving all praise out about Shema Shai. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Esau, you're going down. There's nothing you can do about it. The elect are rising up. The tabernacle of David that has fallen is risen back up, man. Amos 9:11. You know, we're living in beautiful times. You know, stay strong. Shalom.